Life far away from home can be very challenging. Talk of homesickness and numerous challenges, including lack of essentials like food. Well, this is a sad reality we bumped into as we talked to a section of international students at the Africa International University living here in Kenya. Our first stopover was at Mary Omolo's office, who for the last 34 years has interacted with numerous students at the Africa International University, all presenting different challenges, with the main one being communication barrier. Though well educated in their own languages, most of them have found themselves with the challenge of expression.
Most of our international students face different challenges. Loneliness. The second one is finances, and the third one is immigration matters.
The process of getting student pass, it was not really easy for us. They required to have some document, and those documents must be the original from our country, and to receive those documents from our country up to here, it was really difficult for us. So I applied in January 2020 for the student pass, but I was able to get it this year.
It is even more sad as some Kenyans have mercilessly taken advantage of these students to fleece them of money. Janvia narrates to us how a certain taxi driver took advantage of him after he asked for direction to the International House at the CBD where Burundi embassy is. The taxi driver charged him 600 Kenyan shillings from Kencom to International House, which is just across the road.
When we turn one round, we arrived there, and he told me that taxi in Kenya is more expensive. You have to pay that. I didn't know if I could take Uber or Bolt. I was not informed about that, and I was very, very sad when I arrived home and they told me that I was near.
Something that Rebecca, a student from South Sudan, resonates with. She says most Kenyans have a notion that whenever international students appear, dollars equally present themselves.
Most of the time people take advantage of me, like I have money, and yet I got nowhere to hustle as a student to like a partly time job whereby I can sustain myself with. I only depend on whatever being sent to me back from home, and so it seemed it is so hard for me to accept. Like when people see me, they see dollars in me, because from South Sudan they have to change the South Sudanese pound to dollars and then to Kenya shilling. So when Kenyans see me, they just see dollars in me.
For Slovian, family expenses prove to be a burden in such an economy. But what helps much is acceptance in local churches.
If it is not language barrier, you also find culture barrier and so many other things that come across because of that transition of coming from another nation to a strange nation. The church, when you are away from your home church, you would want to continue what you're doing there in the church. So I would ask for the church in Kenya to consider that, give access to international students who are in their churches, whether is allowing them to serve in various activities.
The stringent impact of COVID-19 on the other side has also caused some of the sponsors of international students to step down or cut down their support for the students.
Things were moving on well until when the COVID actually hit us globally. I know it is not just something we can just say it is a Kenyan thing or an individual issue. It is a global issue. It has come with some challenges that we students are facing at this particular moment.
Omolo says due to numerous challenges, they've had to come up with ways of protecting their international students, at least from some of the challenges they face.
We have grouped them in their own regionals, groupings that has helped them to interact together so that they don't feel lonely. And we have given them fellowships that make them feel at least at home. Being away from home, they have many challenges, especially during this COVID. As a Department of Academic Affairs, Student Affairs, we have endeavored to ensure that we have enough something in the benevolence kitty to cater for their needs.
The government has also been called upon to accommodate the international students by giving them the necessary support for them to feel home away from home.
What they would want their citizens who are working overseas to be treated for, they should also treat the internationals who are in their country. I don't know whether there is any country in the world that does not have a citizen who is working overseas or who is studying overseas.
We encourage that our students and any Kenyans should not take advantage of an international students because they are disparate. They need your help, and they are human beings like you. So let's care for them and show love and care wherever we meet them.
Faith Imani Mugo for Hope TV Newswatch.